Hey guys, welcome back to the Movie Geek Production channel, and today I'll be doing my top 10 favorite Criterion first time watches in the year 2021. I already did my top 10 favorite first time watches, link below. But this video will be strictly on Criterion that I saw in the year of 2021. It could be old and new, it could be anything. Really excited for this because I have a lot of things to talk about. Yeah, I watched a lot of Criterions in the year 2021, which is very exciting for me because I love Criterion and I need to get into more of what cinema that I want to get into. And I have some plans what I'm going to watch for this year, which is very exciting times for me. So let's get right into it. There was another film that did not make it to the top 10, but I think it's worth mentioning due to the passing of one of the most legendary actor that is Cindy Poitier, and that is In the Heat of the Night. That was my first time watching the year 2021, and it blew me away. What a performance by Cindy Poitier, and a great story too, a very intense story as well. That just grips you, and you just buy that Cindy Poitier is in the really bad situation, trying to puzzle everything that he's trying to put. So sadly, it's not my top 10 favorites of first time watches, but it is worth mentioning. In the Heat of the Night, what's so great about that film is, and I think everybody should watch that before you die. And I think it's just top of the top, the best of the best, and I think it's worth mentioning before the top 10 starts. So yeah, that's the only one honorable mention. Even though there's other great films that I watched in the Criterion first time watches, but In the Heat of the Night is worth mentioning. Number 10 go to Memories of Murder that by Bong Joon-ho. Phenomenal stuff. The detective story that goes intensity level. There's some great chase scenes and the direction is just beautifully done. The cast is wonderful as well. It's just really great film. Number 9 go to The Innocents. Wow. Creepy, eerie, yet euphoric at times. The opening scene, just we listen to this music, it's nothing short of creepiness. And The Innocent is, I kind of agree, it's one of the best. It's a masterpiece. It's a beautiful movie, yet very haunting and eerie at times. The performance was just really great, and it's a great movie. It is a character piece onto another level. It's emotional, it's riveting, it's compelling, and some photography. It's like you're watching a painting, a very abstract painting coming to life. It's a beautiful looking film, yet it's very emotional, satisfying when you watch the movie, the journey that this character go through, and that this particular lady trying to make this portrait, trying to paint a portrait. She's a painter of this another lady. It's phenomenally done, and I can understand why people love this movie, and I can understand why. It's beautiful. It's just riveting from start to finish. And after finished to watch this movie, I just became speechless when I finished this movie. When the screen turned to black, and it's just I'm like, wow! It's beautifully directed. It's beautifully performed by all the actors all around in the film, and there's some really thought-provoking scenes. You're just compelled to what's going on in the scene, and there's a moment that the music is felt so right and very eerie at the same time. There's a lot of shocking moments for me, to be honest. I was really watching in the end of the movie. I was shocked. Yeah, Portrait of the Lady, Portrait of the Lady on Fire is phenomenal. Wow. Wow. This is a masterpiece. I'm love. This is a silent film starring Emil Jennings, who one of the best silent stars, who has been one of my favorite silent films of all time. That's The Last Laugh. And this film is incredible. It's a character study. It's powerful. It's beautiful at the same time, yet heartbreaking. It go through this Emil Jennings character who was a real life soldier, the general, but he's starring an extra in the film. So we come across with Emil Jennings' character, who was this broken character who used to be a general in the Soviet Union, I believe, and some random director cast him because he thought he was pretending to be the general, and then he's starring in an extra in the war film that he was in it. But there's layer to it. There's more depth to it. There's more going on to the movie. It's a phenomenal film, riveting, compelling, yet very. My eye was glued to the screen. What's going to happen to this particular character, and the ending blew me away. Oh my God, Emil Jennings' character performance is one of a kind and phenomenal. If you want to get into silent films, I highly recommend The Last Command. One word I can describe this film is heartbreaking. It's powerful. It's an experience that you have to watch. This is one of those movies you have to watch before you die. And it's about this kid who was very excited to join the army, want to become a soldier. Then the realization hits. It's nothing short of powerful imagery. The imagery that we saw in the movie in Come and See is nothing short powerful, yet telling the message, telling the truth that this happened in the darkest time of their lives. The trauma that this kid brings in the movie, the realization that he's a young kid who is traumatized by the hellish that war is. My eye was wide open and just engaged to the screen. And I rewatched this movie to show to my brother for the first time. He loved this movie. And it's an experience that you have to watch before you die. And another silent film into the list, love it. Straight to the point, powerful, powerful, powerful. This is a film about the trials that's going on with Joan of Arc and the lead up to her fate. And it's just heartbreaking yet beautiful. And it's all about the character, the emotion that she brings. Even though it's a silent film, it's emotional and powerful because we see the character expression and emotion, and she's done a phenomenal job portraying the Joan of Arc character because we feel for her. We feel the sadness and the brokenness and the depression that she gives, and it's nothing short of powerful stuff. This film floored me. Another kind of depressing film. I have a lot of depressing films in the list. It's not by design, but I didn't expect that to happen. But oh well. The Cranes Are Flying. Beautiful, beautiful film. It's about this two couple who lived happily until war comes to their life and they went separate ways. The husband went to the war, and the girl stays behind. And this is a beautiful, heartbreaking story, very intense at times. And I was floored by the direction of this movie. I want to see more of his film. I have Letter Never Sent planned to watch this year. And also, I'm hoping I Am in Cuba is coming out Blu-ray really soon, hopefully, because it looks fantastic. I was so impressed by the direction, and it's a phenomenal film, very heartbreaking, very emotional, powerful. That just floored me. By the end of the movie, I was floored by the film. It became one of my favorite first-time watches of 2021. I consider The Human Condition a one big film, and it's amazing. I binge watched this movie by day by day, so I watched in 3 days, and what an experience! Beautifully directed by Kobayashi and starring by Nakadai he was phenomenal in the movie. The emotional journey that he go through in the film, this three film, which I consider one big film, it's just transcendence. It's beautiful, it's heartbreaking, it's powerful, it's engaging watch. I never felt a dull. There's not a single thing that felt a dull moment. I was into the ride. The Human Condition is I consider epic, and that's why it deserves in my number 3 spot. I adored it. Oh my god, Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant are delightful in this movie. This film literally brings a big smile on your face. It's funny, it's cute, and it's one of the better romantic comedy movies that I've seen in a long time. It's funny, it's cute, some of the things that going on in this movie, bring a baby, bad things always happen, but in a funny of ways. It's really funny in that way because Cary Grant trying to, clean up the mess that they're going on while Captain Hepburn fell in love with this man, but Captain Cary Grant character does not feel in love with her. It's a great comedy duo. It's just the life of film. Some of the situation that they are in is just hilarious to watch. All the bad things happening in their way. It's just hilarious. One of the better slapstick comedies. I love this film. No film beat my number one spot as History is Made at Night, directed by Frank Scorsese. Wow, what an emotional roller coaster that film is. I was happy, I was excited, I was sad, I was angry. There's so many emotions going on in this movie. There's a moment I was like, no, no, no. There's a moment I was like, yes, yes, yes. It's a beautiful film. It's one of the better romantic films that I've seen in a long while. And it's a romantic movie, it's a comedy movie, it's a disaster movie, it's a revenge movie. It's all those things combined that felt natural when you're watching this movie. There's a cohesive storyline, and that third act of the film blew me away. It floored me. History Minutes Night just made an impactful year in 2021 that just floored me. It's one of my favorite first time watches of 2021. It is so good. I love History Made at Night. There you have it, guys. That's my top 10 favorite Criterion first time watching in the year 2021. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Instagram. Have a good one. Take care.